I accidentally unmuted myself on a work call and said something that got me fired. It was a Thursday afternoon, and I was on my third Zoom meeting of the day. My boss Greg was going through the same boring presentation for the fourth time that week. My roommate walked in and asked if I wanted to order food later. Sure, I said. She looked at my screen. Oh, is that Greg? Yeah, he's been talking about the same spreadsheet for 45 minutes, I said. This man loves Excel more than his own children. He probably tucks it into bed at night. My roommate laughed. Didn't you say he hits on you? I nodded. Last week he asked what my favorite flowers were. I told him Venus flytraps, hoping he would get the hint. My roommate made a face. That's creepy. I kept watching my boss click through slides. Last month he asked if I was single in front of everyone and then winked at me. My roommate sat on my bed. You should tell someone. Can't you report him to HR or something? I rolled my eyes. HR protects the company, not employees. My roommate nodded. Is he at least good at his job? I burst out laughing. This guy couldn't manage a lemonade stand. Half the team does his work because he has no idea what he's doing. Last month I stayed up until midnight fixing his presentation, and the next day he told everyone he made it himself. I was getting worked up. This man can barely open a PDF. He still uses Internet Explorer. On purpose. And last week he called IT because his computer wasn't working, and they had to explain that the monitor needs to be plugged in. My roommate's eyes went wide. No way. Everyone lets him get away with it because he's best friends with the higher-ups. They go golfing every weekend. Suddenly my roommate started waving her hands. What? I asked. She pointed at my screen and dragged her finger across her throat. Are you okay? She pointed frantically at my computer. Your mic, she mouthed silently. I glanced at my screen. There was a red line through the microphone, which I thought meant I was muted. My roommate was making increasingly dramatic gestures. Can you chill? Anyway, yesterday he used the word synergy like 8 times in 2 minutes. I counted. He also says, let's circle back every time someone asks him a question, because it means he has zero idea what they're talking about. Oh, and last week he asked me to show him how to unmute himself on Zoom. We've been doing this for 5 years now. That's when I actually looked at my Zoom screen. Greg had stopped talking mid-word and his mouth was hanging open like a broken puppet. There were 12 people on this call and every single one was frozen staring at their cameras. My heart stopped. I clicked on my microphone icon and it turned solid red. The word mute popped up. Red line means unmuted, my roommate whispered. You have been unmuted this entire time. I felt my soul leave my body. My boss's face was so red I thought he might explode. One coworker had both hands over her mouth and her eyes were huge. The senior director looked like she wanted to reach through the screen and strangle me. My boss unmuted. Is there anything else you would like to share with the team? His voice was shaking. I opened my mouth but my brain had completely shut down. No thoughts, just panic. My roommate literally dropped to the floor and Army crawled out of my room. I think we need to talk privately, my boss said. The senior director unmuted. I think we need to have a call with HR right now, she said. This meeting is over. The screen went black. I sat there staring at my blank screen as my phone started buzzing with text messages from all of my coworkers. Oh my god! I'm screaming! Girl, you are so fired! Greg's face was the funniest thing I have ever seen. I put my head in my hands until my email dinged. HR wanted me on a call right now. When I joined, it was HR, my boss, and the senior director. Nobody said hello, and HR didn't waste a second. After today's incident, we've decided to terminate your employment effective immediately. You'll get your last paycheck in 2 weeks. Any questions? I shook my head. The call ended.